It's official. Latinos now outnumber non-Hispanic whites in California. I'm John Phillips, and this is Pole Position. According to newly released census polling data, as of July 1st, 2014, the Latino population of California was 14.99 million. The population of non-Latino whites was 14.92 million, which means that Latinos are now the largest ethnic group in the state for the first time ever. Whites are currently a minority in only two other states, New Mexico and Hawaii. But in the next 5 years or so, before the end of the decade, that's probably going to change because Texas is expected to become the next state with a Hispanic majority. If you look back at the data for California, you see an unprecedented Latino population boom. In 1970, there were only 2.4 million Latinos living in the Golden State. By 1990, that number had more than tripled to 7.7 million. Last year, 2014, the number was all the way up to almost 15 million. Nationally, the Latino population has risen from 12% of the population in 2000 to 17% in the latest numbers from last year. That may not seem like much, but Latinos accounted for 56% of the total increase in population in the United States in the decade between 2000 and 2010. Latinos are also statistically younger in California. The median age of the average Latino is 29 years old. For a white Californian, that age jumps all the way to 45. You got to keep in mind, a lot of these Hollywood starlets, they lie about their age, so it's probably higher than that. All of which means we're looking at a much more Hispanic country in the coming decades, regardless of what happens at the border. There are also political consequences to this. California was once Dick Nixon country and Ronald Reagan country. We elected Ronald Reagan governor 2 times, 8 years, and we elected Ronald Reagan as president in California 2 times, 8 years. Ronald Reagan would have a very difficult time being elected in California with our current demographic makeup. Currently, Democrats control both houses of the state legislature. They're the governor. They have all of the statewide constitutional offices, a majority of the congressional delegation, both U.S. Senate seats. That could be other states. Texas is still a Republican stronghold, but as the demographics change, the politics of Texas will change, as we've seen in Hawaii, as we've seen in New Mexico, and certainly, as I've said, here in the state of California. That trend could happen nationally. If it does, that's a big problem for the Republican Party. It's part of the reason why Donald Trump is surging in the polls right now. It's also part of the reason that my buddy Ann Coulter's book, Adios America, is doing so well in the bookstores. That's the position of the polls, but now it's your turn to weigh in. What changes will this profound demographic shift have on California and the rest of the country? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm John Phillips for Pole Position. Thanks so much for watching.